next quest. So if we look at the board here, it says the next health quest is to make essential daisy oil. Daisy oil is one of the ones that's been tested by the AMA and it definitely has some health benefits. So I thought, okay, we can do that. So to make essential daisy oil, you're like, okay, well, how do I figure that out? You can actually go backwards. Oil is made by an infuser. If you click on the infuser and you find the essential daisy oil recipe, it will tell you what you need. And it's going to tell you that you're going to need 3 things. But I'll let you find that out. It's your quest. By the way, Miss Lester, your apple cider is ready. Okay, so it says, all right, well, you need some things. Your recipe is showing there. You need some ground daisies, you need some olive oil, and you need some eggs. So I know you can get a couple of those now, but you're going to have to ground the daisies. Not everything that you need in these recipes is readily available. Sometimes you have to process them. Going through your quest, think in your mind how you might design something you wanted to teach your students to learn about. But at the same time, for new students, they're actually learning immersively how to use the viewer, how to interact with objects, how to interact with the NPCs, and so on. Okay, so looks like you looked in the grinder and you found out that you need daisy petals that are dried. So do we have daisy petals? They're not going to be dried. We need to dry them. So the pizza box will be your tool for that. So click on it looks like a little solar panel. That's a solar panel material on the pizza box. That's a natural dehydrator. All right, now you got it. So the daisy petals are in there, and I have shortened the cycle on this. Normally, this would be a long time to dehydrate and then at least a day to dry out the dehydrated petals, so it would wait for that. But you see, if you design this based on real-world processes, you can actually learn about them immersively in the virtual world. All right, so your daisy petals are ready. And they're ready early. So now you would click on the grinder to put those dry daisy petals in the grinder. All right, there we go. You're cooking now. We got ground daisies in progress, and that is very quick. And I made that very short. It's like 30 seconds, intentionally. So now you have your ground daisies, you have your olive oil. Did you find your eggs? You found your eggs. So now you're ready to infuse these ingredients together to make essential daisy oil. That's the recipe. And I believe this one I might have set it for maybe 60 seconds, or it may be faster, I'm not sure. But this is an example. It's a demonstration of how you might do anything. Do you have any ideas of what you might use something like this to teach? Now, that's a good question. What are the eggs used for? If you talk to Dita 3, she will actually answer that question. It is an emulsifier. A lot of people that are buying essential oils or they're making essential oils at home, they use a soy lecithin that you have to buy to make their essential oil. But studies show that the eggs actually provides a better and more nutritious emulsifier, and it's natural. And so that's why we have chickens in this region, because the chickens produce the eggs. And the eggs are picked up by Anemone and brought over here to the fridge and kept in the fridge. Voila! Quest completed. You have essential daisy oil. And you see it's a much smaller bottle than the bottle that we use for apple cider. So each of these objects, I went through and created the physical objects, and I dropped the scripts in the object, then I put that in inventory, then I put that in the contents of the tools that are used so that it can res them when the recipes are completed correctly and the process is done. So all of this is defined, everything that we did is defined in that process flow chart that's on the wall, and we have the Dita who gives a more interactive, immersive lesson about essential daisy oil, or the very simple tutorial on the wall just to make apple cider.